Hey gang, Poppy here. This is an unboxing with a story. So I'm going to show you some goodies and tell you a story. Starts with quarter 20, high speed, starting, plug, and bottoming. What can I say about Hey, that's better. For some reason, it went out of focus. It got fuzzy. Next, oops, don't you fall over, especially on camera. I get vicious with things like you if you make me look bad on camera. Okay, here's the story. About 30 years ago, 30 years ago, they were putting a new water service in the house on the next street, or where the house was gonna be, I should say. Well, they come out and they dug up the freshly paved street, dug a trench across it, and they had a pit right there at the water main. So the workmen, zoom out. There we go, that's better. So the workman could get down in the pit and attach a portable airlock to the cast iron water main. And then he took an air motor and he put his combination drill bit and pipe tap. It looked like about an inch and a quarter, inch and a half NPT size pipe. Okay. He put that into the airlock, closed around the stem, opened the airlock here, drilled into the cast iron pipe. Then he backed out, closed the valve on the airlock, opened up here, pulled out the drill tap combination. Then he took the valve, bronze valve, put it on his long T-handle, stuck that into the top of the airlock, closed it up, opened the valve on the bottom part of the airlock, and cranked that valve into place. Okay, for quite a while I've been wanting a set of piloted taps, the pilot, then the thread cutting area. They apparently don't exist, I've looked. But one day watching the Amateur Redneck Workshop live stream, one of the guys brought out a set of combination drill bit taps. I said, that's what I want. So I ordered two. That is the 1032. That is the quarter 20. The two most popular sizes of threads for a shearline mill and shearline lathe are 1032 and quarter 20. 1032 being more populous than quarter 20. You know, there's some other smaller sizes. Okay. If you watch my last shop video, I failed tapping the second quarter 20 hole in a block of shear line aluminum. I since looked at it, and it was a piece of yard sale crap tonight. And I'm claiming copyright on the word crap tonight. Apparently it was high-speed, high-carbon steel, as I tapped 2 holes with it. One about a year ago, and one the other video, just the last video. I go to tap the second hole in that piece, and it just would not cut. And I looked at it. The teeth of the tap were rounded over from, obviously, the aluminum was harder than the high carbon tap could handle. I'm most likely going to order a couple other of these. The next smaller and the next smaller after that size that shear line uses on their machinery. But for right now, I needed these too. So tomorrow when I go out to the shop, I'm going to use this one and give a second stab at tapping that second hole on that riser block. Now, I thought for a while, last year, maybe I could talk one of my other YouTube creators, if I sent them a tap, to pilot it and recut the lead in. Now I came to the realization that no, my channel's not big and important enough for anyone to help me. Then the ARW live stream, like 4 weeks ago, I think. The guy showed a set of combination drill and tap. And I said, well, I could just ignore the fact that it starts out with a drill my tap hole, my tap drill size, and then come in and tap my hole. Yeah, it's got flutes and it's sharp, but if I drill the tap drill hole the right size, I shouldn't have to worry that it's a drill with a tap sticking out its butt. Now, as my COVID relief stimulus money is running out rapidly, you're probably not going to see too many unboxings. My monthly allowance is $100, and I have to pay for prescription co-pays out of that. And I'm going to be very judicious with what I do order with the $340. $100 of that is this month's allowance. So, if any of you out there like watching me unbox stuff, put a comment down here saying, hey, I'd like to contribute. I like your unboxings. And we'll talk. It could be as simple as you give me a gift certificate for Shars or McMaster or Micromark. Think about it. The money you spend, you'll get a great amount of enjoyment out of. Good night from California. Get vaccinated. Wear a mask. Socially distance yourself. And start wearing gloves. 100 years ago, it was still fashionable for men to wear those white and pearl gray cotton gloves. Because we've forgotten that it's a nasty world full of filthy people putting their shitty little fingerprints everywhere. And they didn't have COVID then. Good night from California.